So, when we've had those bad days where we just feel like just going to bed early, tomorrow's another day, and it's only just the morning. We've all had those days where we're feeling really under the weather and crap and just disjointed. And then someone out of the blue does something, like just puts a coffee on your desk or says, let's go for a walk, or you go to a drive-through and they've paid for your coffee, and how that makes us feel. But I want to flip it. How do you think it makes them feel to do that? When we're feeling like crap and like rubbish and we don't want to do anything, when someone does a random act of kindness, it actually brings our energy up, brings our moods up. And I've spoken before about self-love and doing stuff for yourself, but we can also do stuff for other people because we know what that feeling looks like. So when we're walking around or when we can see someone that isn't feeling the greatest, or they just feel under the weather, what can you do to brighten up their day? And it could literally just be something like, hey, are you okay? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to get some fresh air? Do you need a hand with anything? Or just buy them a little biscuit and put it on their desk. Make them a cup of tea. It doesn't matter what it is. It's random. It's unexpected. And all of a sudden it brings them up. So I want you to start looking and being a lot more aware, because can you imagine if you was in your workplace and everyone was just doing random acts of kindness to everyone else just because, not wanting anything back? How's it going to make them feel? How's it going to make the people that are receiving the act of kindness feel? What do you think the environment's going to be like in your office? What do you think the performance is going to be like in your business? Coming in and bringing cakes in, or bringing a fruit platter, or just doing something different just because, can really lighten the mood and to bring a sense of community and support, whether it's at home or at work. So I want you to start looking around at what can you do? What small acts of kindness would you like when you're in those moods? What would you like? Because remember, when we act towards someone, we're teaching them that that's okay to act that way towards us. So treat people as you want to be treated. So when you feeling like under the weather, all you'd want is someone to put their hand on your shoulder and say, hey, do you want to go and get some fresh air? You don't need to talk. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to do anything. You just walk and just have the company. That would be great. Thanks. And you know what? They're training you in how they want to be treated. So when they're down, if you turn around to them and say, hey, do you want to go for a walk? You're now helping them get out of their funk, and just by doing acts of kindness. So I want you to start playing around with this at work and at home, even with the kids, even with your partner, with friends. Just do random stuff. It makes people feel good. Post-it notes is a great one, especially if you know that your partner gets up earlier than you in the morning, and you can wake up before you go to bed. You can actually write little post-it notes and put them in the cupboards, so that when they go down to make their coffee or their breakfast, they open the cupboards and there's post-it notes out there. Or put little notes in their bag. Put notes in the kids' lunch boxes. I get excited when I do things like this. I get excited. I'm probably the worst person for Christmas because I get excited. I just want to give everyone their presents, and because I know that they're just really going to get excited about what they're receiving, and I can't wait to see that face, because that fills me is their joy, their excitement fills my joy and excitement as well. So have a think about it. Get creative. Let me know. I'd love to know what you plan on doing and what you have done and what you do. Until the next one, take care and have a great day.